thought before we got started, I'd give you guys like a panoramic view of like the mountains. That's Big Bear Forest Falls. We had a big snowstorm here not too long ago. But let's just get to it. Let me talk to you a little about what we call secret number 2 of how to get your loan. Secret number 2 is friend hacking, of how to get your loan paid off in 36 months without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Friends could either be good or friends could either be bad. Do you know that 76% of people are living paycheck to paycheck? That means 7 out of 10 of your friends that you're around are one paycheck from losing their car, losing the place they live, or are about to get divorced because of financial pressures. Do you know like 47% of the people around you are going to get divorced within 7 years? That means 4 out of 10 of your friends that you're hanging around who are married now won't be married in 7 years. So what that tells you, if you want to keep a little bit more money in your pocket, maybe you need to cut down on the friends that are high drama, always asking you for money, because when they borrow the money, they rarely give it back. Or just the ones that always are just asking you to do things that are you think that are above and beyond what a friend does because you don't get anything in return. But you're saying, Martin, friends have my back. See, that's what I thought. But see, I got broken early. My friend taught me how to shoplift. So we used to steal food and we were stealing Hot Wheels from the military commissary. And then one day, unfortunately, I got caught. And my friend saw when I got caught and he saw the guy take me to the office. My friend didn't come help me. So what happened was I got taken away. My mom got called. My dad got called. I ended up getting spanked. And after that, I was grounded for a year. And my best friend didn't come to the manager's office and say, hey, I taught Martin how to shoplift. And I was going to, I didn't tell him it was bad, or I didn't tell him the consequences of what got caught. So I ended up paying a price. So that's what happens when you think a friend is going to have your back. And just think, if I was older, if I trusted a friend, hey man, can you help me out? The man is coming. Could you take the fall for me? Oh no, I can't do that, man. So who ended up taking the fall? Me. And then you're thinking, hey Martin, I like to loan my friends money and they'll pay me back. Well, as I told you before, when my grandmother passed away, one of the family friends that she had met at the church, so she was using God as her crutch, moved into the house. And after I had kicked out the uncle out the house, I put the lease solely in her name. And I said, okay, I need you to pay $300 a month, and that'll allow me to fix the house and do certain things. And first month went by. I think the first month she paid me about 180 something. And then the second month, she's like, oh, Martin, I'm not working. I don't have any money. I mean, what does that mean to me? It's like, oh, but since I'm a friend, you can let me stay. So I said, okay, let's see what we can do. Instead of having you pay me on the 5th, let's see if you can't pay me on the 15th. Oh, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Then I went down to the house, picked her up. She said, okay, I do beauty hair stuff. So drive me to the shop, and I'll have some money there. So we ended up driving around for like, went from her where we were in South Los Angeles down the South Gate to her shop, all kind of stuff. And after all that, she gave me, okay, that's all I could get is $80. And then after that, I said, okay, let's try this one more time. Next month, went down there, tried to get some money. The rent is $300. Oh, here's like $120. I know black people. I know some people say people don't know how to count, especially black people. But 120 is not 300, sister. Oh, but God is going to bless me and God is going to do that. Well, God hasn't paid it's been 2 months now. I don't see God writing a check to home queue. I'm writing a check to home queue. And eventually I had to get rid of her because there was an issue with Edison. I told her, okay, why don't you pay $150 to fix a problem with Southern Color. Edison in Los Angeles wanted people to lift up the power lines that came out of the house. So they came up with some bizarre contraption to keep you from burning trees, because that's when trees caught on fires, because wires went through there. Didn't even do that. So that cost me another $200. Then I had to schedule. Okay, could you at least schedule an appointment for Edison to come by and check the apparatus just to make sure everything's good? She couldn't even do that. So eventually I ended up selling the house. I just said, I just sold it as an investment. And then to get her out of the house so I could sell it, I had to pay her $1,000. I mean, that's what happens when you think a friend has your back and a friend will pay you back. A friend could probably be worse than a stranger, because when you give a friend money and then you ask for that money back, they treat you like a stranger. They act like you crazy, like you've asked them to go commit a crime or something, or go shoplift like me and take the fall for someone. So, secret number one to friend hacking is, if you want to pay off that car in 36 months, number one, just don't assume your friend's going to stick by you. How can a friend stick by you if 7 out of 10 of them are basically broke? And some of them, 4 out of 10 are going to get divorced. And once they get divorced, if they're in California, it's a 50-50 state. And they're going to have to give up alimony money and God knows what. So if they weren't broke during the marriage, they're going to be broke after marriage. Unless the woman's making all the money, of course. Then she'll be broke instead of the man. And if you assume, hey, I'm going to give my friend money back, or I'm going to go into a venture with my friends and he's going to help me out. Well, that may not be the case either, because as you saw with me and Sister Flo, I asked her to pay me $300 a month for the house, and she only paid me $80, $100, and $120, but $900 was due. So you do the math. Do the math and comment below. 900 minus 80 minus 120 minus 100. How much was I down? How much did I lose? Assuming the tenant would pay the money. That's how much I lost, hoping my friend would pay me back. So, secret number two to friend hacking secret number one of friend hacking is, you need to just break those beliefs. So like saying, don't assume that your friend's got your back, and don't assume your friend's going to pay you back. I like that one. Comment below, subscribe. We're working on getting up 1,000 subscribers as we move getting closer to GrowthCon 4. For some of you guys who are smart, you can sign up for my GrowthCon 4 recap. Get some good insights from Magic Johnson, Grant Cardone, and some other business people. I'll give you my GrowthCon outline recap package for $397. And then you can take advantage of that. Hopefully you guys start taking advantage of it starting January 2020. Or if you guys want to do it now, send me an email. It'll be attached to this. And we'll start getting you ready. Or you can come with me and take notes yourselves. But why not let me do the work for you, bring the answers back to you so you can use them for your business. But secret number one, friend hacking to pay off your car in 36 months. To not stop going to Starbucks or be cheap is, don't assume your friends have your back, because you saw what happened to me. I thought my friend had my back when I was shoplifting and he saw the man taking me away, that he would come into the office and offer himself up too. And then number two, you saw with Sister Flo, that was a minimum of maybe $750 I lost in a 3-month time. Not counting the times I drove down there 2 or 3 times a month to pick up the money, and she didn't have any money. So that's why sometimes it's better to not have friends, and it's better to have money and use that money wisely to pay off your car faster. Then once you have your car paid off faster, if you want to look out for the homies and have their back and bail them out, or you want to pay their bills, then you can do it. Pay your bills first before you pay theirs. That's what I learned.